I was nearly made to go until I pointed out that I am in mourning and unable to eat anything because of my heartbreak. Mine is a pathetico tale that would make anyone who had a heart weep, but that does not include Farty. He said he would gladly leave me behind because talking to me made him realize the fun he'd had when he accidentally fell into the open sewers in India. 1:15 p.m. Looking out of my bedroom window, entombed in my room forever, like in that book, The Prisoner of Brenda, or whatever it's called. Except I could go out if I wanted, but I don't want to. I may never go out again. Ever. 1:30 p.m. This is boring. I've been cooped up for about 1,000,000 years. What time is it? Phone Jazz. Jazz? Oh, God. What time is it? What? Why are you saying what? I merely asked you a civil question. Why don't you look at your own clock? Jazz, have you noticed I am very, very upset and that my life is over? Have you noticed that? Yes, I have, because you've been on the phone telling me every 5 minutes for a month. Well, I am so sorry. If it's too much trouble to tell your very bestest pal the time, perhaps my eyes are too swollen from tears to see the clock. Well, are they? Yes. Well, how come you could see to dial my number? Mrs. Huffyknickers was so unreasonable. Anyway, I'm not your bestest pal anymore. Nauseating Pea-Green is your bestest pal, now that you rescued her from the clutches of the Bummer twins. I slammed down the phone. Brilliant. Sex godless and now friend to Pea-Green, that well-known human goldfish. Sacre bloody bleu and triple merde. And poo. Oh, Robbie, how could you leave me and go off to the other, incredibly crap side of the world? What has Kiwi-a-gogo land got that I haven't, besides 40 million sheep? I think I'll play the tape he gave me again. It's all I have left to remind me of him and our love that will never die. 2:20 p.m. Good grief, now I am really depressed. His song about Van Gogh, Oh No, It's Me Again, has got to be one of the most depressing songs ever written. 2:30 p.m. Second only to track 4, Swim Free, about a dolphin that gets caught in a fishing net, and every time we eat a tuna sandwich, we are eating Sammy the dolphin. Fortunately, I never eat tuna, as Mum mostly stocks up on jammy Dodgers, and there is definitely nothing that was ever alive in them. 2:35 p.m. If I'm brutally honest, which I try to be, the only fly in the ointmosity of the sex god was that he could be a bit on the serious side, always raving on about the environment and so on. Actually, his whole family is obsessed with vegetables. Let's face it, his brother Tom, otherwise known as Hunky, has chosen one to be his girlfriend. That is a really good joke about Jazz that I will never tell her, but secretly think of when she flicks her fringe about or shows me her Ramblers badge. I will never forget Robbie, though. The way he used to nibble my lips. He will always be lip nibbler extraordinaire. 2:50 p.m. Oh no, hang on. The sex god used to snog my ears. It was Dave the Laugh who enticed me into the ways of lip nibbling. Which reminds me, I wonder why he hasn't phoned me. Did I remember to tell him I was thinking about letting him be my unserious boyfriend? I should punish him, really. It was, after all, he who introduced me to the cosmic horn, when I was happy just having the particular horn for the sex god. 2:55 p.m. Phoned Rosie. Ro-Ro. Bonsoir. I'm having the cosmic droop. Ah, well, fear not, my pally, because I have le plan de la genius. What is it, and does it involve the police? Rosie laughed in a not very reassuring way, if you like the sound of sane laughter. She said, I'm having a party for Sven's return from Swedenland next Saturday. What kind of party is it going to be? Teenage werewolf. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Good grief. Bless you. Rosie, what has Sven been doing while he's been away, working for Santa Claus on a reindeer farm? He hasn't been to Lapland. How can you be sure? Joggers is not your best subject, is it? Well, excuse me if I'm right, but it isn't yours either, G. You missed out the whole of Germany on your world map. Easily done. Not when you're copying from the atlas. Anyway, I must go. I have a costume to make. See you at Stalag 14 on Monday. Bathroom, 3 p.m. Sometimes I amaze myself with my courageosity. Even though I've been through the mangle of love and beyond, I can still be bothered to cleanse and tone. 3:30 p.m. But the effort of a high-quality beauty regime has made me exhausted. I'm going to go to my room and read my book on my inner dolphin, or whatever it's called. Anyway, it's to do with peace and so on. I may even make a little shrine to Robbie to celebrate our undying love, even though he hasn't bothered to write to me since he went to Kiwi-a-gogo land. 3:45 p.m. I've covered all the cosmic options with my shrine. I've put a photo of Robbie in the middle of some shiny paper. It has a figure of Buddha on one side of the beloved sex god, and one of Jesus and a little dish for offerings on the other. Also, when I was accidentally going through Mum's knicker drawer, I found some incense stuff. I don't like to think what she and Farty do with it. Some horrific snogging ritual they learned in Kathmandu or something. 3:50 p.m. I had to blue-tack Jesus onto my dressing table because Libby has been using him as a boyfriend for scuba diving Barbie, and one of his feet is missing. 4 p.m. Phoned Rosie. Roro, explain this, if you can, with your wisdomosity. I only had the particular horn for SG before I met Dave the Laugh, and then Dave the Laugh lured me into the web of the general and cosmic horns. Roro said, He's groovy, isn't he, Dave the Laugh? Yeah, sort of. Shall I ask him on Saturday? Doesn't matter to me, because I'm eschewing him with a firm hand. A nod is as good as a wink to a blind badger. What in the name of Miss Wilson's moustache is she talking about? My bedroom in my bed of pain, quite literally. 10 p.m. Libby's bottom is bloody freezing. If I didn't know better, I'd say she'd been sitting in a bucket of frozen mackerel. Still, she has been round to Grandad's, so anything could have happened. He is, after all, the man who set fire to himself with his own pipe. 10:05 p.m. She might have a cold body and be mad as a snake, but she looks so lovely when she's asleep, and she is my little sister. I really love her. I kissed her on her forehead, and without opening her eyes, she slapped me and said, "Cheeky monkey!" I don't know what goes on in her head. Thank God. 10:15 p.m. Do the Pratt Poodles deliberately wait until I'm drifting off before they start their yowling fest? What's the matter with them? Have they been startled by a vole? I looked out of the window. Mr. and Mrs. Next Door have put a kennel outside in the garden for the Pratt Poodles, but the poodly twits are too stupid and frightened to go into it. They're barking at it and running away from it. How pathetic is that? It's only a kennel, you fools. What kind of dog is frightened of a kennel? 10:20 p.m. Oh, I get it. Angus is in their kennel. I just saw his huge paw come out and biff one of the Pratt Poodles on the snout. Supercat strikes again. Ha 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 ha, and hardy ha ha ha. He is a très amusant cat. He has set up a little cat flatlet in the Pratt's kennel. It's his pied-à-terre, or his paw de terre. 10:25 p.m. Uh-oh, Mr. Next Door is on the warpath. Surely it must be against the laws of humanity to sell pyjamas like his. He looks like a striped hippopotamus, only not so attractive and svelte. He's trying to poke Angus out with a stick. Good luck, Mr. Hippo. Angus thinks it's the stick game. He likes being prodded with a stick. It reminds him of his Scottish roots. Next thing is, he will get hold of it and start wrestling with Mr. Next Door to try and get it away from him. 10:28 p.m. Yes, he's clamped on the end. Mr. Next Door will never get him off by shaking it around. He will be there, going round and round the garden for the rest of his life. 10:33 p.m. Sometimes, for a laugh, Angus lets go of the stick, and Mr. Next Door crashes backwards. Then